Meanwhile, as we mentioned at the top, Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg, the CEOs of Twitter and Facebook, testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee today. Texas Senator Ted Cruz blasting Dorsey for his company's censorship of the whole Biden family scandal.
You can censor the New York Post, you can censor Politico, presumably you can censor the New York Times or any other media outlet. Mr. Dorsey, who the hell elected you and put you in charge of what the media are allowed to report and what the American people are allowed to hear? And why do you persist in behaving as a Democratic super PAC, silencing views to the contrary of your political beliefs?
Turns out Dorsey had no good response to Mr. Cruz.
Our team made a fast decision. The enforcement action, however, of blocking URLs, both in tweets and in DM, in direct messages, we believe was incorrect. And we changed it. This is why I opened this hearing with calls for more transparency. We realize we need to earn trust more. We realize that more accountability is needed to show our intentions and to show the outcomes.
What a load of crap. Those statements by Dorsey were proven false, as the New York Post noted that the bans on their articles were only lifted after Dorsey was done testifying in front of the Senate today. For more on this, we're joined by Michelle Malkin, investigative reporter, best-selling author. Her latest book, Open Borders, Inc., is available now. Michelle Malkin's Sovereign Nation airs right here on Newsmax TV, Saturdays, 7 o'clock in the evening. Hey, lady, welcome back. Glad to see you. Before we get to big tech, we have the Hunter Biden hard drive, the alleged Hunter sex tapes in possession of this communist Chinese. Apparently, the communist Chinese had these. And now a credible Democrat veteran, Tony Bobulinski, Hunter's business partner, coming forward with documents and emails. There is vastly more evidence of Joe Biden's corruption than there ever was amassed against President Trump and his impeachment hoax. Yet it's opinion media doing the job journalists should be doing. It's par for the course, yes?
Yeah, it is. And it's incredibly alarming, the election meddling that's going on by social media, Silicon Valley, and the corporate media. Thank God for independent media. Thank God for the opinionators out there who are doing the investigative journalism that nobody else wants to do. But you know, this really constitutes the media intervention and the Silicon Valley intervention, Chris, constitutes the most biggest, I think, in-kind contribution to the Joe Biden campaign. And it's not being reported to the FEC, that's for sure. But the question is, are they going to get away with it? I mean, we can beat our chests all day about it, but if there are no punishments, if there are no criminal or civil consequences for this, it's going to keep happening.
Yeah, you're going to love this. I'm going to put a tweet up on the screen so the folks at home can see this. Our buddy Andy McCarthy put this tweet out. This is great. He says, quote, between Bobulinski and the Biden corruption scandal, rioting in our cities, a new Supreme Court justice's first full day, and peace breaking out in the Middle East, has there ever been so much to not cover? He is, of course, mocking the biased press. And I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever seen them this corrupt.
No, and of course, we've been in this fight and in this battle a long time, and it really has reached a fever pitch for sure. But, you know, when we're dealing with uncovering and exposing stories that do put our national security at such risk after 4 years of fake Russia hoax cavilling and moaning and kvetching, it reveals the double standards, the selectivity of the Fourth Estate. And really, I think not since the Dan Rathergate was perpetrated and then exposed, of course, by independent journalists, largely who were able to use the internet without being censored. I think since that time, we haven't seen the fall of the Fourth Estate as spectacularly as we have now.
Yeah, you and I have both been victims of the bigotry from Silicon Valley, conservative bigotry that they put out there all the time. We left Twitter, and we're migrating away from Facebook. Aside from doing that, What can conservatives do to fight back?
Well, I think they've got to put pressure, especially on Senate Republicans, to do more than just pay lip service to fighting these forces. And, it's just been revealed that the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee is not going to call up Tony Bobulinski before the November 3rd elections. We've had 4 years to do something about torpedoing the Section 230 protections for these companies that are discriminating en masse against conservatives and Trump supporters, and nothing has been done. And if you have the same feckless leadership in place for the next 4 years, we're going to get the same results.
Last thing, looking ahead to after the election, to whatever which way it goes, let's just say that President Trump does what I think he's going to do. He's going to win.
Yes.
What do you expect from the American left?
Well, we already know, and it's the subject of my latest column for Creator Syndicate. The mob is mobilizing. They've been training for the last 4 years, and especially in the last several months. We are going to see agitation like we haven't seen all year long, and it's going to be in D.C., in the bowels of the federal bureaucracy. Just in the last hour, of course, we've had this anonymous come forth, some nobody at DHS who was able to hijack the news cycle. He's going to get far more attention, of course, than Tony Bobulinski, and there are legions like him still within the deep state. They are going to be holding strikes and slowdowns, and they're going to be leaking more information, doing everything that they can to obstruct what they always use that phrase, Chris, don't they? The peaceful transition of power.
Newsmax TV is now America's fastest growing cable news channel. We give you the real news you need. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Newsmax TV streams live on YouTube for free. Newsmax TV, real news for real people.